I think we're ready to get started. Alright, I should wear these. Should also probably fix the green screen. That's more than a little bit off. Still needs a little work. Oh, it was that side that's off. I made it worse. That is not a thing that should be balancing on. Okay, now we're ready to go. Hi, Zucchini, and hi, Jamie. Okay. Destroying the illusion, as if that didn't happen countless times in the stream anyway. Camera goes out of focus and refocuses again. This is fuzzy particle effects. Wait, I am many things, but a good film lighting guy is not one of them. Want to see what I got for my birthday? Oh, or are you going to send me a picture on Discord or something? Hi, Bab. And hello, Whale Lord. Are you a killer Whale Lord? This is Clam, that's right. Yeah, okay. I think we're ready to get started, and I'm going to get started pretty soon here so that we can use most of the rotation. Went a bit wild with spending today. Oh no. Oops. Oh my goodness. So those are Metroid amiibos and a whole bunch of Halo merch. What are you gonna do with all of that? Oh shoot, my air conditioning's going. I'm not allowed to be cool. I've got to suffer through my streams. That's the only way it works. Ocean's in this lobby? Oh wow. I didn't recognize a player tag Ocean. Oh, how did you get there? Someone went and tried to suicide a power plant in there, and that's how that tends to go. This is not going well. I need to play really safe here and prevent lockout conditions. Teammate. Okay, that's 3 down. Not a great start for us, though. Nice. This is bad. I didn't want to deal with that K-Pro anymore, so I tried seeing if there was a way around on the right-hand side, but I feel like that's more of a Slayer kind of mentality with the positioning there. I should not be the one who's initiating that. I should just be making it safe to stand where we already control. Guys, they're walking right by us. Okay, that's 2 down. Well, someone's scoring, though. Okay. Just a clam holder. I really hope we paint up a little bit more. Pop this. What's annoying here is that I'm getting rushed down from further back than my teammates are. Like, I'm trying to push in and help them, and they're getting so far in front of me that the enemy front line is able to just pass them and be in a position that's really hard for me to deal with. I would love to at least be able to throw lethal bombs down there and get basket under control. I don't have any ink. Can I get some help, please? That's going to keep happening if we keep just rushing forward and trying to score as soon as... Oh, this is not the play at all. I'm not liking the... amount of times that we've had someone just try and rush in with a power clam without any ink to work with, while meanwhile we're getting like double teamed at basket. It's not the way that you win in clam blitz. Okay, so we dealt with the one there. Now we try and stop this. I said we try and stop this. We grab another power clam and try and run it into the enemy base while they stand a chance of KO is what we do. I read that move, but didn't get it far enough. So that's a really good example of how the just like using a rat weapon to run a power clam in strategy fails. Not a single one of those pushes was remotely successful. Like, they got one of them in once. That's all that was accomplished by any of those. Because you want to learn Tentamissiles? I main K-Shot. I know how to play Tentamissiles just fine. Display them? Okay, cool. I'll set up with my figures where they fight each other. Oh, I like doing that. That's fun. Did you reach S+ in clams I could join? Nice. Well, it's going to take a minute. How's it going, Oatmeal? And thank you, Umbreon. And hello, Oreo Queen. Wrecked scrub? Okay. Stay here too much longer because someone's rushed me from the other angle. gonna work if you're the only one there. You need somebody else taking a different angle for that kind of a push to work out. I'm gonna hold on over here for now. Maybe this will help the team. Nice! Alright. So where's our power clam here? What's the status on that right now? Oh. I guess it's me. Huh? Honestly, not a huge fan of that. Okay. Making some space. Rushing here. Thank you. I think we get it from this. Not quite. And there are 3 people watching this, so it's not going to score an awful lot. Okay, I'll take it. That's not going in. They needed to throw individual clams at that point. That's all they had a shot of getting. I think I win this. I don't win this. I shouldn't win this, but I do anyway. Yeah, like I said, that is not a thing that should ever work. But if they aim slowly enough, crossing them up can work like that. But that's something I don't even expect to be working in S rank anymore. They're all pretty grouped up, so these missiles will probably do something. Nice. Down. What I did there was I pushed forward while the missiles were on me so that the missiles would land closer to the enemy team. And I would keep the space that I already had painted. Way too close. That power clam there is bait. If I try and save that, I die. I had a teammate on left that I thought would have cleared that, but I'm not going to get a lot out of this, in all likelihood. Crap, I didn't want to grab that. Down. I'll clear the rest out of here. Stuff. One. Put these away here. The bomb rush might help. I bet the bomb rush gets us in to put that up. No, we didn't save it. That's fine. This is a relatively comfy place to defend from, all things considered. Oh no. It's a lot less comfy now. Oh no, I think we might lose. Only 2 power clams. I got those now. We stopped one. We just gotta stop the bottom end. And we did not do anything to stop the bottom end at all. Well, serves me right for saying it was comfy. The lack of paint on the front line is really killer. If I've got to play this weapon. This is, yeah, A rank. Did you choose Grim? Use that video about trying to distribute abilities, get a good run speed and quick jump builds. Awesome. Do you think the next heavy splatling stream is going to be... Did you already hit it? No, heavy, I just haven't been getting lucky with the rotations. Today, the only rotations that I'm going to have time for are Clam, blitz, and tower control, which are EdgeBlaster and GooTuber. So whenever I am streaming, you know, I'm going to play whatever weapon it is time for, but yeah, that just hasn't happened recently. Watch your video on getting into competitive teams today. Oh, okay, cool. That was from a little while ago. That was back when we were still Bravest. But I still stand by a lot of what I said in that video. Have you tried playing Splatoon before? Yeah, this is actually my very first time. They started me off in A rank because they knew I would be so good at it. You use the heavy to learn Stingray? Oh, gotcha. Moray Clam Blitz. Moray Clam Blitz is the best Moray Towers map. I will give it that. The objective is it being where it is forces you to play the parts of the map that aren't as bad. It's still rough because it takes so long to spawn back in. Like, it's really important to protect your life there. But in terms of where you play once you get onto the map, that's actually a pretty reasonably designed map. Rainmaker weapon decided yet? It's been voted on. I haven't gone and looked at the votes. So what happened was I took all of the nominations from Twitter and put them into a poll for all of the Patreon supporters. I guess I talked about Patreon, so now I'm obligated to plug. So this link, and it didn't work on Twitch for some reason. But the link that I just posted, which you can see on screen, I guess, goes to all of my links: Patreon, Twitter, Discord server. I don't think I said Twitter. TikTok is the other one, and then YouTube and Twitch. So if you ever want to go and find any of that there. But the Patreon supporters are going to have the final vote. I put all of the nominations from the Twitter post onto Patreon for them to vote on, and the votes have largely been cast already. I just haven't gone and looked at what was the winner and announced it for certain. It's a lot of clicks that you have to do on Patreon to get to a given thing you're trying to look at. Okay, here we go. Interesting, okay. There is currently a tie in the Patreon vote. The tie is between currently Explo and V-Hydra, but there are a couple of other weapons that are at 3 votes that would be very close. So right now at 3 votes, we also have the Sorelabrella, the Tentabrella, and that's it. And there are a bunch that are at 2 also. So I'm going to make a last call in the super secret Patreon chat that none of you guys get to see unless you're supporting me on Patreon. Privilege. And make sure that we've got all the votes cast, and maybe one of the deciding votes gets cast for one of those 2. Otherwise, we have to have a vote off, I think. Okay. Is stream sniping a problem as a YouTuber? The thing is, in this game, matchmaking happens based on your rank. So if someone's gonna stream snipe me, they need to be A rank. So they're still going to be, you know, a player who should probably be here anyway. And they just happen to be able to pull it off for the time. It's not like they're going to be like smurfing on me or something in all likelihood. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way. Really appreciate the support. I am trying to do this full-time, as I'm sure a lot of you know and have probably heard a billion times from me by now, but every little bit does help. So thank you. Oh, well. Oh, come on. Right when I drop. Charger's still there. Well, we had a play. But now we're just gonna run in and die. Traded that one. There we go. Okay. Just a Charger. That'll be good for defense, but we need to get out there and start painting up in front of us. We took a really, really long time to actually start taking advantage of the map control we just gained. So I don't think we're going to be able to make it all the way to the basket on that. Traded it. Can anyone else follow up? No. We're all down. A little bit too aggressive. Get punished for that. Go on. Guys, I've been shooting at him the entire time. Roller out. A little bit too late on missiles, unfortunately. I probably should have seen that I didn't have enough time to make the play and just backed out. Saved the missiles, used them for defense. They suicided for that score. That diminishes the push they're going to be able to get. Easy enough stop. Yeah, they scored some points, but it looks like we're going to counter score now. No, no. some attention over here, see if the teammates can use that to get in. And now one clam in wins the game, which I got right now. Good shot from the charger, but there's really not a lot they could do. First journey to X and 3B, the bow, to be able to get to use it and also get tips for us. From what we saw in the trailer, the bow is not a good weapon right now. It was not in a good state from what we saw. It just does not paint enough at all. And it looked like the damage even was very underwhelming on it. I see zero reason in its current state to use it over a charger. Now, that was obviously like an alpha build, so it should and must change between now and then, but we'll have to see how much. I was popping off in Remaker earlier with V-range. Nice. Weapons like these look broken when you watch people like try to play them. I forget how much effort it must take to use them. Yeah, what a good player is going to do with a weapon is play it to its strengths. They're going to put it in positions where it works really well. And they're going to know to avoid the situations that don't work well for it. And so they, you know, rig the game in their favor, as I say in that one TikTok and in that one video that the TikTok is actually from. Oh no. Brush, brush, brush on my ouch. They probably could have gotten that hit. They had their backs. Okay, good. Cool. Probably pop this. And they just need to pick up the power clam. They're not going to pick up the power clam. Oh, cool, they picked it up. Okay. I was going to say, they can just pick that up and score with it pretty much right away, because we've splatted everybody else. Come on over here. Fight me. Fight me. Do not look at my teammates. What do you mean? My teammates aren't scoring right now. Nice. Good clean one. Ah, darn. That was a smart drop. Spotted one that I wasn't looking at them, but more importantly that I wasn't going to have time to get away. Thank you for the subscription, Obama. Okay, I thought we were going to collapse on that one. I definitely had a burst bomb on them before they were able to fire shots at all. I figured my teammate next to me would be able to handle it, but they might have been getting pressured by it anyway. This is bait. When the Hydra tries to get you to shoot up there, they have range on you. Good job. We really do not want the Hydra to be able to get into that position where they're on our plat. That would have worked if it were timed a little differently, but I was able to dodge both the rain and the Booyah Bomb without much trouble. Close. Almost got it. Just missile this side right now. There's really threat from the moment. Cool. We successfully defend, distract a whole bunch of their team. Now my teammates are scoring, and I get to score a little more. Try and hold from here. I hope this is a strong position for me. I was hoping I would get that last shot off because I knew that would have splatted. That's not the play right now. Oh, they're staying alive long enough to distract for us. Nice. Oh, they're so weak, though. Oh my god. Oh, they dropped below. I see. That was a lot of scoring, to be honest, but not too bad. The nice thing is that right when we got a DC, they got one in return, so it's still even. Would have gotten the pick on the dualies. Not sure about the Hydra. It depends on whether the Hydra goes down to the baller, I think. What capture card do you use? The Elgato HD60S. It's solid. It's a little bit hard to set up. Like, sometimes OBS won't recognize it right away, but once you've got it going, I've had no problems with it. Hi, Isaac. It's like Explo without the advantages. Yeah, they'll buff it until it's egregious. We'll see. Like, your stream is like an actual class with all the people here to learn. Everybody's taking notes. Taking notes on this high-quality A-rank gameplay I'm showing you guys. I guess the nice thing here is that I don't really need to worry about getting cracks in the bar because you can't skip S. You always have to go through S. And you can skip out of S, but going from A+ to S, I don't have to skip any ranks. Like, all I have to do is get that orange all the way up. And that's the best that I could possibly do. Glad you like him, Oatmeal. Thank you. Remember Chara saying was that the bow would probably be a worse but more fun charger. Let me see the bow with a somewhat different firing painting mode in some trailer. We've seen both of the modes, I think. I think there's one that's like vertical and one that's horizontal. And they both don't paint anywhere, I think. Like, the problem is that they don't paint on the way to where the shot lands. Like, the shots paint decently well, I suppose, on their own. But, like, you can't make a trail for yourself with that, as far as we can tell. %. And, like, one of the nice things about Charger is even if you miss a shot, you're at least painting a pretty good amount with that. You know, you can swim through it, and it's nice and wide. Like, a fully charged Charger shot paints a lot. But the bow doesn't have that. So you either hit the shot or it was worthless, and you wasted a lot of time. 80% of Splatoon's player base is Japanese. Yes, it is a lot larger in Japan, and that's one of the big reasons that Japan has historically been stronger. Like, for high school sports, for example, they will divide the divisions, they'll divide the schools up by, like, how many students there are in the school, like the size of it. Because the larger your school is, the more likely you are to have that one-star athlete who's going to lead the team. Just a numbers game. And even if a school with fewer people who go to it gets one-star athlete, that doesn't mean that they're going to have the supporting cast that they need to really let that player thrive. Also means that there's just straight up more money at their disposal to hire coaches and stuff. So just having more people in the community makes that community stronger. Straight up. That is the best predictor of how successful that community is going to be, is how many people are in it. So that's why I keep, you know, in the squid bagging video that just came out today, that's why I talk about, like, how we need to grow the community. The larger the community is, the better we all get at the video game. It's a very direct correlation, even if it's, like, not, like, it's not causal, but there are so many things that correlate with a strong community that are improved by having greater numbers that you really can't ignore size. Oh my goodness, where? They're all dead is what's happening. That's what's going on. And I need to be backing up and playing safer at that position. I also probably need to be talking less. So that's why my scorecard for how healthy a community is, how good something is for the community, is just how many people did it bring in minus how many people it drove away. Just making sure that my teammates saw the jump and didn't try to shot block me or something. This sort of thing is kind of frustrating. We're getting a lot of leaks. What the front line should be doing as it pushes forward to prevent this from happening is, one, painting up, but two, like, securing all of the directions that they can come in from. Because they're just focused on, how do I get to the basket? They're not focused on, how do I gain control of the map for the rest of my team? And that's really what's more important than getting to the basket. You can get to the basket as long as you have map control, but you can't skip the map control step. Like right now, we don't have map control, so we're going to be able to score like 1 or 2 clams, and then they're just going to collapse on this and we're all going to die. And if I don't hit that shot, I think I die. Well, traded anyway. There are 2 people here. At least we got a missile. That was a good missile. Nice. Got both of them. Okay. Good defense there, honestly. And again, like, that's not something that should be that possible. But because we're running forward without clearing them out of the way first, they're going to be able to just keep walking into mid for free. And the one power clan that we score by rushing into enemy ink is not enough to counteract the fact that they can just walk into our base at the moment. We're not even successfully defending the front door. I'm taking a lot of positions that are a little bit more frontline-y, I guess. It is largely, you know, part of my job to defend the basket, to be a little bit further back and watch these angles, but if I don't have paint to work with, I have to back up so far that they get to where they want to be before I can do anything about it. What our team should be doing instead of rushing basket as soon as they think they have an opportunity is painting mid. We need to paint mid, and then from having mid painted, from having all of that ground inked, from being less visible to the enemy team because we can swim stealthily, then we, number one, have more specials to use so that we can force our way into the enemy basket. But 2, we have a staging ground where when we get to the basket, we actually stand half a chance in heck of holding the basket open, of continuing to throw clams in, because instead of having our path behind us painted the wrong color, we're able to back up into mid and, number one, find more clams, but number two, just not die as soon as we get to the basket. The big problem that I've been seeing so many times here has been a brush player is trying to run to the basket and score a power clam, and that is the only plan they have. There's nothing else that comes with that plan. They might score the one power clam if the other team doesn't defend it properly. But even if they score that power clam, we have no follow-up, and if we try to push in after that, we die because we haven't taken the time to give ourselves the advantages that we need. Thank you for the follow, Super Soaker. And I think there was another one that I missed just now from WDFS. Thank you. Oh, and some more that I haven't been calling out, but appreciate you guys. Nozumi's Hope and Plurm and A Lonely Koala and Tew, or Tai, I think you go by. And the next one was from 2 days ago. Okay. How am I still ahead and I'm not even firing? I'm literally just swimming forward, and that's putting me ahead of my teammates. What's that about? Splatted these nuts. Got him. Okay, well, that was an opportunity where we had map control and could have pushed the basket and didn't. I think should be able. Okay. Oh man, I did not think that they were going to drop there, because that is not a wise decision. But it did catch me off guard. Hopefully teammates keep the basket open and keep following this up. Yep. So that's what should happen. Like, even if they get the splat on me, it's still not the best play at all. This is just a really solid push already. I'll get you eventually. There we go. Oh, hi. I missed, so now I'm in trouble. Yep. I was pretty confident that was going to work. This, on the other hand... There we go. I have to take my time and line up the shot. Beautiful that we have a beacon up here, actually. Gives us the ability to jump in wherever we want. Nobody's... Okay, we've got that in? No, we don't. What's going on? Where are they? Okay, they're coming into our base. So unless we have the scoring potential to lock them out, we definitely need to go back on beacon. This is enough plans to win the game. Nice. So that was pretty clean. About being somewhere between the charger and the spotlight with its charge hole, while being able to find a corner a little bit with exploding darts. There are a number of things it could be, but I think until we see the final version of it, we won't really know how it's going to function. Yeah, absolutely. Throwing clams in slowly, very important. Wait, you stream? Welcome, WDFS. Seen your YouTube shorts, you're amazing. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh my goodness, I have so much to scroll through. Hi, Doovie. No wonder there's Japan exclusive gear. Yeah, there are also like brand tie-ins and stuff. It's a really popular game there. Do we do a happy birthday shot? It's Jamie's birthday. Everybody's required to say hi to Jamie. I mean, happy birthday to Jamie. Sorry. This week is gonna be jam-packed with news of it. We'll see. We will see. We've gotten our hopes up before for no reason. More people there are, the more likely some will be ridiculously correct to make a guide, yeah. Glad to see at least one person still streaming Splatoon 2. Oh, no, it's been pretty consistent. In fact, it's been ramping up, if anything, because Splatoon 3 is about to come out. So people are, you know, who haven't played it in a while, are getting back into it so that they can be ready when number 3 comes out. I am out of ink. I'm glad they didn't recognize that. Good pick there. Not an easy position to win. Didn't move it well. I might want to go and do a little bit of work in the training room. The aim is definitely not where I want it to be right now. Okay, let's trade. Yep. You shoot missiles, but then paint someone's feet. That's one of the surest ways to get them splatted by the missiles. Well, we're gonna jump out of this. Nice. That should clear all of that. Hello. Please go away. Thank you. Unfortunately, they got my teammate with a bomb in the meantime, so it didn't actually completely negate the damage that we were doing, but... that was a little overzealous. I don't think we actually get anything more out of that. Maybe a pick. Nope, not even a pick. And the brush is already going to be in our base. This is very scattered. Our teammates are nowhere near where they need to be to help each other. I guess we might have been able to jump the power climb in there, but I don't mind that we didn't. We funnel them all into this direction. Why did I drop? Dropping is what a T-Tech would do there. I don't have control of that space. I don't have the ability to push into it. That was a really bad idea. So we're pushing over on the right. Let me see if I can flush some people out of mid here. So, okay, they're all white. That's nice. I like it when I don't have opponents. Those close-range shots are not easy. Okay, I'm forcing them to one side or another there. So, what should have happened there was I forced them to be on a certain line. They had to pick right or left. They couldn't be, like, going back and forth from the middle to switch. They're right here! Come on! They ran right past you! That was easily stopped, unfortunately, but... we got some... what am I doing? I'm not frontliner. Stop trying to do frontline things. I need to let them push up for me. So I'm trying to shepherd them into one easy line for the ball point to hit, for someone with range to hit. And so all they had to do was either aim right or aim left, and they would have hit somebody there. But they kept going back and forth, and so that gives the opponent the ability to dodge. good shot. Why did we super jump to that? You could see the paint coming in from the base. When you super jump, always look at the map. Like, don't just, like, click on someone. Like, look at what's going on ink-wise on the map. Like, you can see if there's green ink moving towards that spot that you're going to be jumping to, don't jump there. Nope. Okay, we've got enough players down that we should be able to do something with this, but we need to make a clam. I don't think we're doing that. The awareness of the game state is something that's we're still not seeing at this level. Like, at the end of the game, the only way that you're going to get overtime is if you have a power clam. So we needed to make a power clam, but we weren't making a power clam. I was the closest to it, and I did not have anywhere near the amount of paint that I needed to make it work. Thanks for the follow, Gaming with Amy. Signed up to your Patreon. Oh, thank you, Sully. I really appreciate that. Now you can vote on the poll right before it's closed out. Jerry, look at this super important message. Read above. Was that... I've read everything above. I think that's what we were talking about. Does this mean Gem is now my employee? Streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time? Yes. So what you see on screen is a combination of the two chats. I wonder who that one vote was. Yeah, it's a program called Restream.io. Do you think you'll be able to throw clams with the Zipcaster? I am still very skeptical that the Zipcaster is even going to work as intended because it seems way too easy to snipe. Like, a charger is going to eat those things for breakfast. They put where they're going to land in the next second or so clearly on the wall in neon-colored ink, right? As soon as you spot one, you're already just aiming at it, and you shoot them off the wall. I feel like it's really going to be limited in what it can do, especially since it runs out so fast. Get from S to X rank, you'll have to do strategies like studying maps and how to use weapons. No longer play chargers and clams solely because of ink brushes being annoying, just running in and scoring. Yeah, it can be annoying to try and pick those, although you get to a point where you can absolutely hit them. I prefer his YouTube shorts to his TikToks. You know that they're the same, right? Okay, thank you for following up on that eventually. Means that it's a 1 for 1 and not a 0 for 1. That's one tip. If you're in trouble and there's no way to jump out, at least try to stay alive for a little longer. Because at least that way... I tried to shot strafe there and that was almost really bad. At least that way, you give your team a longer chance to spot what's going on and potentially help you. At least gives them the chance to maybe trade it back a little easier. Did nobody notice that? Was nobody looking ahead? Are we just feeding in one by one? Is that what's happening? Just don't have the numbers on the field? Yep, that's what's happening there. That's for sure. What we need to be doing is grouping up and painting. We don't have control of a lot of the map yet, so that's going to make pushing not super easy. That's a good pick that I got there. That probably enables me to get into mid. One down, and the bucket's probably going to get me. Way though. Bucket definitely could have pursued that and got me splat. They did kite that back pretty well against my teammate. I was just trying to cover their escape so that my teammate could get them, but they used that opportunity where I'm not hitting a shot on them to take my teammate out. Nice. It wasn't a burst bomb direct, so that's not going to splat. And the charger wisely moves. It's an annoying spot at that. And then they get on the rail and make themselves visible. I like it if they did that more often. Probably be watching that. It's just the charger. We know where the charger is. But we're still back up in our base. Thank you. Now, the fact that we all have power clams is also a huge blunder. Never do that. As soon as, like, even one other player on your team has a power clam, you probably don't want one. You don't need it for scoring purposes. In fact, it's worse for keeping the basket open. And the danger is that everyone can see you. We missed that one, unfortunately. It was a good opportunity, otherwise. We'll get him eventually. They keep flanking in from left. I need to be painting that. They're just coming over here every single time. I'm going to like paint that and watch it real quick. And I think what I'm going to be doing is, as I move in, I'm going to be like watching left the whole time as I come from here. So that way, even if somebody does start to move in on me, you know, we could really be painting some of this. Like, I'm not able to move an awful lot right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, as long as we're able to get an opportunity like that, it's worth it to ignore the sploosh. The sploosh wasn't going to score that fast. Yeah, he scrolled up. Okay, we got it, we got it. Gem Squid School, famously the only person ever to stream Splatoon 2. How do you play the neutral game in clams? Step 1, don't die. Step 2, paint. Step 3, as long as you and your teammates have not died and you either have more specials than the other team or have more members up than the other team, use those specials to take the space that you need to get control of mid, especially. But maybe the enemy basket, depending on how fast you can move. Once you have control of mid, consolidate clams, get mid control, because you splatted somebody to get there, so you're going to have special advantage again after you've won that first fight. And then use your special advantage to actually make a push on the enemy basket. It is very similar to zones. I talk a lot about the general approach to Clam Blitz in the map mode guides for that mode. I haven't done many of them because they're very time consuming, and it turned out to be worth more to me to be making videos from these streams. Why am I here? But I do explain in a significant way my approach to the mode in those map mode guides. So Definitely recommend checking those out if you want. It's going to be very in-depth. It's going to be map-specific in a lot of places, but you can kind of take the general principles and start to learn how to apply them. It's not a position I have an advantage in. I don't know how to get to them, though. We win that. So I guess I just want the mini out in the open before it gets charged. Let's take some space back using these missiles. Cool. Teammate got it. Did we let them through on left? I have zero faith that there's not someone sharking in here. Called it. I think I tapped someone there. Yep. And that is a problem of object coordinates. They did not remember that I was here, so I get to shoot them in the back. I probably should have splatted them earlier and been able to splat their teammate too, but whatever. Nice. Audio cues are really helpful here, because as soon as I hear that something hits someone, I'm like, oh, there's somebody there. They should get that for free, easy. All right, we're ahead by one entire clan. One entire single clan. That's like 3 entire points. Lazy. Where are they jumping? Not anywhere here, that's for sure. Are you gonna stop me? That answers that question anyway. Ooh. Someone has access to left. Oh no, they're just gonna score off of that. It's really awkward to hit people at this angle. It's also really awkward to hit people at this angle, but that's not too much damage. We can undo that. These and start moving in. Oh, I almost caught him there. That one just walked through mid. I mean, we score, but we're not going to get lead off of that. We didn't have control at all. This player is going to die. There's so little that I can do to help him. Okay. There we go, nice. Start moving in, guys. Start moving in and clearing them away from me. Help. Oh my god! No way. Just this one person. Dang it! Oh man, that was so close. Wait. 2 clams. There are 2 clams at the basket. We have not scored any of them. There we go! Let's go! Okay. Full defense now. We watch this. Watch this. One. Got 2. Stop the jump. Didn't get them, but they don't have time to get to the basket and score now. Beautiful. Okay, we pulled it off. YouTube Shorts are innately more morally acceptable than TikTok. I mean morally acceptable. Are we just on the Twitch versus YouTube thing again? Okay, by the way, for those of you who voted for Vanilla Hydra, this is the level that I unlock that at. After all this time, after like 24 YouTube videos, I have only just now leveled up enough to unlock the Vanilla Hydra. So please keep that into consideration. It's gonna be a while if that's the weapon that you want to see. And we're still nowhere near level 30. Preference of YouTube Shorts for TikTok is like tap water versus bottled water. Okay, bottled water is actually morally evil. Okay, but bottled water is an invention by the plastics industry to sell more single-use plastics. And they don't keep as well because the plastic, like, the chemicals leak into the water after too long. Tap water is objectively better, both cleaner, safer, and better for the environment. So that is an important opinion. TikTok versus YouTube Shorts is not as important an opinion. You go fishing or you go sheep herding? Huh. A rank is usually annoying and really inconsistent compared to other ranks. A rank is where players are starting to get better mechanically, but have no idea how the game is played, because when you're able to do more mechanically, different strategies open up to you. And so it's like that awkward teenage phase where like a teenager has the mental capacity to think abstractly, but they have not practiced it at all yet. So every single rule that they've learned since they were 3 is going to be tested and retested. They're going to like stop doing what they learned in kindergarten and being nice to people, because they're going to have to learn the consequences of not being nice to people now. It's just they have these abilities, they just don't know what to do with them yet. A rank is where players tend to get these ideas of how the game should be played that are really not effective. A lot of the time, A rank players, like, since they're starting to get a hang of the mechanics, they start putting together strategies, and they're like day one strategies that maybe kind of work against only like other A rank players. But you look at like a competitive team, and it's going to work completely differently from how an A rank player thinks about the game. Hi, Emery. Should be able to shoot above the black wall on elbow to hit someone hiding behind it. When I'm in position, I can go for that. I just am not finding myself in that position an awful lot. It's really risky to be on the right-hand side next to pit, because I don't really have high ground over much, and there are a lot of short-range weapons that can close the distance over the dome and mid. It's a good defensive play that I can make on, like, window. Don't remember me saying I'm going to sheep herd them to the left before. I mean, I know what that refers to, yeah, in that context. Should unlock every weapon very early on. My mind cannot be changed. I agree. I think... well, okay. It can be overwhelming. But I don't think it should be level capped. I think you should be able to buy whatever weapon you want immediately. But you have to buy them. I think that's a good way to do it, because then you get to learn, like... whatever it is that you want to learn immediately, and like have a diverse play style from somebody else instead of everyone having to play juniors. I think that's a really good way to do it. And you can like, what the game could do is say, hey, this is a more difficult weapon to learn, and put that on the description of the weapon. But let you buy it anyway. You know, you want to play the hardest weapon in the game. You know, you want to just try and play bamboo at level 1. Good luck with that. We're going to tell you it's hard, but if you want to spend your money on that, go for it. When you're left defending elbow. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I only watch Squid School certified YouTube. There we go. There we go. That's a loyal consumer there. That's someone I can profit off. You love to see it. Continue pledging your support to corporations, kids. Me and the other corporate overlords love it when you do that. Nice. Okay, I really like this rail. This rail gives me a lot of options. It's great for burst bomb users. Pop those. You are separated. And I don't think I can do anything like that. Where'd that go? They could rush over the wall after a second. Rail. I should take the rail again. Damage on him, that'll slow him down at least. They're gonna pressure that rail, but teammates. Oh, that's right. Shred some armor. Armor basically neutralized, except for the fight that we lost on the right-hand side. I do really like how I'm playing this right now. I think this is the way that this should go. It's a little bit more backline, but I'm able to have a significant impact using the burst bomb. I can attack this pretty well from over here, but I can't stay here too long because that. But the burst bombs are really nice because they just deny my opponent access to space that they are trying to use. Oh no, that pushed me off the ledge. That's not good. I don't want to drop down there because there's going to be a shark. Ooh, this is really bad. And I do not even have an angle to hit them from. Someone down there? No. There's still someone in here, though. They're gonna kind of come after me. Okay, so we're jumping into what? How did we jump there? Not that we're moving faster than swimming. Swim and that you die. Oh, that was a good bomb. There we go. We don't win these. Beautiful. The chip damage is definitely helping my team out a lot. Oh, I could have climbed up. I could have climbed up the wall. I actually landed. I didn't know it was painted there. Shoot. I should have held ZL. Nice. we've got to protect this Clam. We had to go in, and we just went elsewhere. Like, I was trying to get us to the basket there, but Clam didn't follow. We got a pick and everything, but we're just really focused on pushing right the whole time. Oh well. Only using burst bomb so far? I mean, yeah, it's faster and better for painting my feet. Hello, Emerald Penguin. Doing all right, a little bit. My stomach was hurting today, so I didn't eat a full lunch, but now I'm starting to get hungry, so I need to figure out a way to eat something that's not going to upset it more, but will still be filling. I can probably make some soup. I don't know. Soup might be on the heavy side, actually. It's got a bunch of like oil in it, I think. I don't know. I think that's true. Someone who's a nutritionist can correct me. Okay, Clam Blitz overtime is too short, in my opinion. They actually changed it in a patch. It used to be longer, and I liked it way more when it was longer. So I hope that they change that in Splatoon 3. Very clean. We don't have a lot of the wall painted, so there's not a lot of direction to come up from. One shot, please. Shot. Fire. Oh my god. What do I do? Oh my god. That is a trick that exploited them not covering all of their angles. I was elite. We didn't have real control of that space. They just didn't enforce their control over it. When you have a part of the map like painted, or you have enough players around to splat someone who walks into that zone, you still need to actually do that, to splat that opponent when they get into that zone. If you don't end up enforcing it, then they can just walk into places that they in theory should not be able to, that your team has the resources to stop them from gaining access to. A-rank players in particular are really, really bad at enforcing their zone of control, even when they have it. Something that I talk about at some length in the How to Get Out of A-rank video is when you have control of the map, if someone moves into it, you need to enforce that. You cannot just let them walk in on you. I think that's where a lot of players get the idea that a brush is really good in Clam Blitz just because it can move with a power clam into the enemy basket. That's not the right way to go about it. That's not the way that you're going to find a lot of success, especially in the later ranks. Thanks for the follow, Master. I appreciate it. How do you mentally warm up before sessions? Aim drills and such can warm up my mechanical skill. I struggle to get into a good headspace. I definitely think about it. I think about where my head is at before I start. But it's not something that I've thought about directly as such, so I don't have a good answer to that formulated, and I'm trying to think about it. something that really helped me very early on. I've never gotten into meditation per se, but one thing that I did do once was I sat in a dark room that was really quiet. And I just sat there with my eyes closed for a good 15 to 20 minutes. And the only thing that I was trying to do was to completely clear my head of any thoughts that I could. It seems like a paradoxical thing to try and do, to try and clear your head, because then you're thinking about trying to clear your head, you know, that's a directive. So it's really hard to wrap your head around to completely clear it out, but after about 15 minutes, I managed for an instant to be in a state where I was really just kind of head empty. And being in that state feels like a hard reset on everything. Like, you're stopping your subconscious from nagging at you about something. That thing that bothered you yesterday that you haven't really realized has been bothering you today too, and that is just on your mind constantly, but you're not consciously aware of it, that's gone. All of those little things that you kind of like clear out the garbage, you change your filter. You're changing the lint filter in your brain's dryer so that it doesn't catch fire on you. Is actually a pretty good metaphor for it. And once you've got your, once you reset like that and you open your eyes, the next thing you're thinking of is the game, and all you're going to think about is the game. And that's the way that I work best, when I'm just thinking about the game. Not thinking about the result of the game. I'm not thinking about, oh, I need to hit this okay line. I'm not thinking about that player was squid bagging me. I'm not thinking about, this is going to be so embarrassing if I lose this because I'm an X rank player, but I'm only an S rank. Why am I losing? I'm not thinking any of those things. I'm thinking about what is happening in the game right now and what do I need to do next in order to win it. So learning to clear your mind is a really important skill, I think. I think it has absolutely made the difference for me in situations where I was about to tilt and then caught it and decided not to. I remember, very soon after I learned how to do this, there was a match that I was playing in Super Smash Bros. Melee where I was down 4 stocks to 2. It was a very dire situation. And because I was able to reset, stop playing impulsively, stop playing because I was upset, because I was swinging for the fences, and start playing the game correctly and going in when I had an opportunity, I was able to pull it back and win it. And I attribute that ability to that game win. I've never forgotten that game win. It was just some random school tournament that I was running on like week 7 of my freshman year or something. But that really showed me the power of being able to do that. I'm gonna go and grab myself some food. I'll be right back, folks. EdgeBlaster is too hungry. I'm hungry. Oh, okay, white ink frames. That is really helpful. Thank you, Lulin. Next time that happens to me, I just have to kind of stand still and wait. How to play backline Clam blitz feels like here they require you to make plays even if the weapon isn't suited for it. You enforce whatever zone your team has managed to control. That's what I'm learning as the Grim Range Blaster, but it would be even more so on a backline weapon. As soon as your team has control of something, it's your job to stop the enemy team from ever entering it and letting your teammates push up even more. Well, we have a disconnect. This has the potential to go very quickly. That's what the K-52 does. It moves up at a very deliberate pace. Threatening you. Oh my god, I'm out of ink. If I had ink, I'd probably hit both of those shots, but... This 52 feels like they know what they're doing here. The fact that we had a teammate pushing out the left-hand side in that situation is frustrating, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. It was a 3v4. But what that K-52 did, like, look at that and internalize that. That's kind of how a K-52 plays. It will paint up as far as it can, and then when it starts to get contested, it can throw a wall. And it can paint up some more in front of that wall, and if that paint allows it to move forward more, then it can scoot the wall a little bit further forward. And if it doesn't, then it can back up and paint for special. And then the Booyah can let it move even further forward from there. And at no point in time have you ever gotten an opportunity to safely engage on this weapon. Meditation is more than just clearing your mind. That is a part of meditating, but to meditate on something is to specifically think about one individual thing. So I guess you could say I meditated on not thinking or something like that. I don't know. But meditation is typically used as a means of processing information, like letting your subconscious mind work itself out. That's my understanding of it. Whereas what I'm doing is literally just completely clearing my subconscious. Lucky stop. I don't have a great advantage here in mid. It's like really easy to flank me. Some pressure, I suppose. I just need to keep changing positions so that they don't catch on and try and flank me. Oh. front of me. Oh, I was not even paying attention to the fact there was someone on the rail. I'm not gonna say, you know, I don't recommend meditation. Like, there are definitely aspects of it that are really valuable. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it gets all wound up in, like, Eastern spirituality. Especially, like, even worse, a Westerner's misinterpretation of Eastern spirituality. That's when it gets really cringy. But, it, I think is a valuable thing for humans to do. Regardless of what they believe. Still have someone here out there. I can get a couple clams. I do have. I can at least threaten from this direction. Maybe them blow resources. Oh, they've all dropped down since. Shoot. If they kept up the pressure over plat, that play would have been stronger, because then people would drop down to deal with me and be out of position to deal with my teammates on the right. Typically, you do want to set up a two-pronged attack there, you know. Even if you're not going to have the advantage on, like, plat, you can play it like that K-52 did and just get our attention, waste our time, make us look in a different direction than we want to. We should be able to pick that one too, but we didn't. Super jump maybe? Super jump power clam? Instead of getting killed in mid? So I can keep the basket open. Darn. Someone dropped it, nobody saw it. We do get a few more in because of that. And there, oh, some more on bunker. So if they win this 1v1, I think they win the game. No, not quite. Thanks for the follow, Gutaben. That sounds like a German name, but I don't know. I pronounced it like that. Get him before the armor comes out, and I direct this guy. No, I don't. Oh, no, I did, but they had armor on. I did. Oh. I thought I had him in a pretty good straight line there, but missed it. We need clams in order to make this play. There we go. At this point, we literally just wait until overtime starts and then throw one more. Like that. You don't need to go for the KO. You don't need to expose yourself by making the sound effect. If you score the one clam in overtime and you're in the lead, it ends the game. So that's a much safer way to end that game. Big shout out to Healthy Gamer GG. I think that is a very valuable resource in gaming communities. The titles can be a little clickbaity and make it seem a little bit like it's about to be this sort of, I don't know, like influencer cult sort of deal, sort of like the Andrew Tate stuff. But when you actually get in it, like a very good, thoughtful individual that can make you think about your mind a lot differently. There are definitely some differences in perspective that I have with him about, you know, how he sees the world, but he's a psychiatrist. Like, he's qualified. He's someone you can actually, you know, listen to and trust his advice as a medical professional. I shot him once, guys. All we needed to do was get like 1 or 2 shots depending on your weapon. Nah, I missed too much. But like with 3 spray shooters there, they've got the fire rate that they can take the shots they need to hit that guy. They're not aim-intensive weapons. Clear them out now. There's still one over the top. Got them. Oh, no. Okay. Thank you, Susan Yang. Appreciate the follow. Or subscription. Sorry, this is YouTube. Nice. Up there. That'll tag him. We're going to back up from this. Drop direct in the face. And then we're going to wait for the team to make a power plan, I guess. Someone watching me. Hey, look at me, haha, look at funny man over here. I'm so goofy and silly. We got the score. Woohoo! They let me get away with that, huh? Oh, beautiful, beautiful job on the junior there. Oh my god, this is such a good push. I'm so proud of my team for everything that has happened. 3 more? 2 more? He doesn't have the clams. Okay, he's trying to poke in to try and get the clammos underneath the basket, but they're probably going to die for that. Yep. Both of them are going to die for that. That was a really bad jump. Like, not only could I tell that it wasn't safe just from the distance they were from each other, but the enemy team had already been, like, shooting in that direction at them. That's unfortunate. So the player who overstated the basket to try and get the clam there, I could at least see some hesitancy in what they were doing. They were like moving forward and then being like, this doesn't seem safe, but I kind of want to do it. But the player who jumped in just kind of fed in at that point. That was really unfortunate. I understand you're probably joking there, Ocean, but like, it's not necessarily coming off that way. I'd appreciate you not making jokes in that vein. This is where I'd hit both shots if I had any ink, yeah. Feels very easy to tilt in Splatoon because dying means you feel helpless for the next 20 seconds. Yeah, it's worse in Moray, but... It's like that in all shooters. Less so, I would say, in this one, because in like something like hardcore mode Call of Duty or something like that, you're going to be out for the entire game, or like Valorant or CS:GO. Like that whole round, it's just done for you as soon as you get hit. And the weapons have more range and are, you know, really, really quick to kill, so it's honestly a little bit better in this game, just because of the fast respawn time and the ability to super jump, stuff like that. But yeah, it's something you have to deal with. And welcome, Andrusini. Keep going. Got struck by Hee-Hee. more match at most. Yeah, it's very unlikely we get that match. The matches have not been coming very fast because it's S rank. I'm just glad we got through A rank because that's another video. I try to organize them by when I get to the next rank. I think it's pretty intuitive why people tilt in a game like this. It's very frustrating and punishing to get splatted. Oh my god, this is a terrifying bar. I forgot that I left myself something like this. Oh, why did I... We're going to be closing the software anyway. Ooh, not that one. That one. So it's very punishing when you get splatted. And there are a number of different factors that you can blame outside of your own performance for a loss. In something like a fighting game, it's you and it's the other guy. And yeah, your characters are different, but if you pick a character that's worse than their character, that's on you. And you probably know that once you get to a competitive level. So there's really not that much that you can make excuses for. And people try anyway. That's what no Johns means in Super Smash Brothers. There's this actual guy named John. I have met him and played against him in tournament. Who got so well known in his scene in Texas at the time for making excuses every single time something went wrong. My hands were cold, I didn't get enough sleep last night, someone was touching my shoulder, people were yelling too loud, you know. There's always something besides his own performance that was to blame. That they started naming excuses after him. They would say, instead of no excuses, no Johns. That has become such a well-known term in the community that even Reggie Fils-Aimé said no Johns on a recording that played before EVO 2015. I think it was 2015, maybe 2014. So that's a really well-known thing. In a team game, there are times where your team actually can potentially let you down. But because there is a valid excuse sometimes, people use that excuse every time. And if it's not their teammates that they can, you know, use as an excuse not to have to change because change is hard and people don't want to put in effort to change and we're just naturally resistant to it, every single one of us, myself included. We decide that it's something else to blame that was just outside of our control. And slowly nothing is within our control. And we blame everything except for ourselves for our losses. And that's how people get really, really sad and really, really angry playing this game. And it works that way for a lot of competitive titles as well. I'm gonna go be responsible. Take care. All right. Good job being responsible. I think I see people do too much in this game is hide and wait for kills. It can be bad, but it can also be the right play sometimes. It's not good if you're sitting there for more than about, 7 or 8 seconds, because a respawn timer is about 10 seconds. If the value that you are expecting to get, namely a kill, takes longer than 10 seconds to get, you're actually losing time, if you think about it. Because the time that you have spent not doing something, not painting, not getting special, is being spent just sitting there and not getting, you know, that value that you expect. So if you're sitting somewhere for long enough and nobody's moving by you, you realize I cannot expect that they're going to push this angle, then you gotta start painting, you gotta move, because being down in special advantage is a huge, huge loss in this game. Also paint advantage. Really enjoying the content on YouTube? Thank you, I appreciate that. Is Shlorping time, exactly. But everyone does it so much that everyone knows how to counter it. It can be hard to counter. The hard counter to it is painting meticulously, which is a good thing to do for especially certain weapons, but not every weapon is equipped to do that. And if you're trying to play fast-paced, you can be heavily incentivized to push forward more quickly than that. Also includes doing birthday things. Oh, happy birthday! And also homework, yeah. Oh well. How's it going, Raffle Oxgud? Roflox? Roflox GT? Like Roblox, but with an F instead of a B. What the Shlorp is about to hit them. I like Shlorp as a euphemism for curse words. You've got to be Shlorping kidding me right now. That's pretty amusing. I like that. We're super close. Splatoon find one S-rank player in over 2 minutes challenge. Oh, I think we get it. Every time the timer resets, that means that they've found someone. Been doing well keeping myself safe so far. No deaths. No splats either, but we're working on that. There we go. Took me a minute, but it took them a minute too, so we got away with it. I actually just got special, and didn't notice it in time to pop it, but we were close. That is not a time to be on tower. There's nobody in front of you. Everyone is dead. That was really bad awareness of the game state. I was thinking they were going to be still focusing on my teammate for longer than that. Oh, I could have splashed down and actually probably saved myself there. Splashdown actually tends to put you up above the Booyah Bomb. I don't like my teammate staying on it. Oh no. I'm relying on my team to do a lot here. Shit. Unfortunately, we have an entire checkpoint that we have to get through. I'm really missing a special like missiles right now, because I could use that to start helping them push in. But the splashdown's just not doing much for me. We might have it here. Oh no! Get on the tower, get on the tower, get on the tower right now. Someone get on the tower. Okay, I think we win. If the tower leaves the checkpoint and we have to go back through it, that's... Oh no, that was a terrible jump. Why did I do that? That's when that goes really wrong. This can be a problem if we try to go in one by one to defend here. That said, put a lot of pressure on. We got it. That's a lot of players on it. Okay, whew. A little bit hairy at the end there. Mostly just because we were jumping into the tower to try and keep the push going instead of taking our lead and running. That's on me too. I was one of the jumpers. Tilted at the tower. I see what you did there. Lobbies fill up reasonably fast, but I also never play with Americans unless it's someone holy hour for them. Huh. Why people are scared when they enter JP lobbies, I don't understand. It's a joke. So, Japan as a whole has more players, as we talked about a little bit earlier today, which means that their top level players are stronger. But what that causes other people to do is they see other Japanese players in like A rank and they're like, oh no, this is going to be so hard, when like they're A rank, just like you. It's not that big of a difference. Japan has scrubs too. I do it all. Yeah, it was voted on by viewers on a Twitter poll put out. One of them DC'd. Okay, that's a standard charger. I do get outranged by that, but not by as badly as I would on E-Leader. Okay, my teammates definitely could have followed up on that and gotten that. Like, he completely turned their back to my teammates, and I have no idea why someone didn't just like shoot while they were running after me. It was like highly predictable where they were going. They had like a lot of opportunities. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Like, the roller is not playing within their own ink. They're putting themselves in this position that are pretty vulnerable. We just need to capitalize on them. Oh, no, too bad. I'm fine with getting checkpoint for dying. K-Shot's gonna be back in play soon, but we got some pretty good points for that. Defending first check against the 3-player team is not the hardest thing. Oh, I need to watch out for that roller though. That's a really greedy angle to take. There we go. It's one down. Just the roller and the check. Would have been sick if I'd hit that. That's why you don't check corners blind, kids. I was almost tempted to get on the plat there, but... Ah! Bad aim. Nice. Still one off on the right. Got them too. Beautiful. Chargers last. Chargers on left. And I did not hit them with enough damage. We're just going to do this and run away. Oh, I almost ran the K-Shot into that, too. They got checkpoint there, which is a big deal for them. is mostly fine. This is a game we absolutely would have lost if not for the DC, but we have the DC, so we will take it. You don't have to push the tower, you just want to get control. Don't push the tower. Okay, the Booyah might actually make this a good play. We just get on tower, we win. There it is. I'm glad that the teammate knew the play there. When you have Booyah Bomb on tower control and you have the lead, once you get to about like 5-8 seconds left, unless they can shred you, it's game over. Because all that you should have to do is throw Booyah on the tower, which will clear everybody off the tower, and in the meantime allow your teammate to get up onto the tower and stop overtime. It's a very open and shut situation if you can get it. So if you have Booyah Bomb, always make sure that you are playing for your special and playing for your life in the last 30 seconds of a game. What a snipe, yeah, the one shot that I hit. Got 4 KA that game, and 2 of them are from the same splashdown. In higher ranks, what happens there is I'm missiled, right? So what happened was I knew they could see me and that they were going to come around the corner and try and catch me as soon as I went where I was going to go. And so that was when I initiated the splashdown. They had already committed to be in that position, and they got picked. With more experience, what happens is a player sees that and knows, wait a minute, this is a stupid thing for them to do. They must be doing it for a reason. Oh, they have splashdown, and they look at the top of their screen and they stay away from it. Splashdown. Splashdown is a special. Like, is it one that's worth farming more than any other special in the game? No. Is it one that can be a liability if used wrong? Yes. But it can be used. It's not something where every single time you use Splashdown, you will die. Just a lot of the times you might want to use Splashdown. Special a splashdown is. Yes. The top of your screen is a powerful tool, exactly. Top of the screen gives you most of the information that you need to know about what you should be doing at any given point in time. It's really that powerful. It's like, you look up, you see, oh, it's a 4v2. I need to play defense. You look up and you see, oh, we're the ones who have 4 and they're the ones who have 2. We should be pushing forward. Sean Cena and Doofenshmirtz. Liking the names so far. To get a further push, make it difficult for people to spot you. Hide behind the pillar of the tower. The majority of the team try to skip back. Change position, focus on the person in front of you. I mean, yeah, that's tower dancing. That's something that people learn even into like B rank. It's not foolproof. There are definitely ways to get someone off the tower. Specials will thwart that idea. If a teammate shoots one side and you shoot another, that's one way to thwart that. If you throw a bomb on one side and then shoot the other, that's a way to thwart that. There are definitely ways around someone just staying on the tower and trying to stay alive. It's not foolproof. Splatoon 3 gives a little icon when a teammate dies and points you to where... Just gonna help with people's map awareness. I mean, Splatoon 2 already puts an X on the screen. You have that information already when your teammate goes down. They might be changing the way that it looks, maybe emphasizing it a little more, but all of that information is still here. Icon even when it's off screen. Oh, that's neat. Oh, I was painting like a shooter for a second, so I just aimed straight down. I am being pushed. I do not like it. I could have hit that. Of course it was a roller. Roller is the only weapon in the entire game that would have just held forward at the tower like that. We do not win this. Unless... Okay, we win this. Oh! That is particularly effective against rollers, because they just don't have a very fast fire rate. So, unless they were able to get the shot out in time, they just go down. Push him. I dare you. I could have splashed down that. I was just tunneled on aiming at the charger. Good push though. 16 is really solid. Yeah, that's 2 down already, so it's dead push for them. So that's dead push for them. A lot more that we could have done to capitalize on that. Like, we took a long time killing the arrow spray, and now we're at a disadvantage. We also should not be on the tower at the moment. Easiest snipe you will ever get in your life. Oh, wow. I don't think they were looking at me. 2v2, we're fine. We'll stall out in mid because the leader's one of them. Bad play on my part. Gave the charger way too long to find me. Right, can I help with that? Not really. I think that it was actually on, but just not close enough. Couldn't beat him enough. Thank you, teammate. go. Nice. What's the worst map in the game? My opinion would be Walleye Warehouse. All right, we got up to S+. Arowana's not a bad choice. I personally think it's one of those two. The reason for Walleye is that the biggest choke point in the entire map is coming out of your own spawn. It's just unacceptable how easy of a spawn camp that is, and how difficult it is to get back out into mid. Arowana is just really, really big and heavily favors long-ranged weapons. And it's also very frustrating to play against specials like missiles and Stingray there. More so than even on most maps. There's a bucket pool over here. No respect. Bucket is down. Respect. Oh, hey, it's Zucchini. They were just talking about this. We should be able to collapse on tower here and get rid of it. Oh, one of them was a charger, maybe not. This is really hard. I'm trying to figure out positions where I'm not going to be stepping on Zucchini's feet. I really had to do that right next to a block, huh? I was already covering that. We just stood on the same thing. Like, my charge is faster. I think we overpushed a little bit there. We did not need to be in the enemy base yet. I need to be in the enemy base because that's the only way I'm surviving this. Probably not surviving it. They missed me! I was poking out of the ink even and they missed me. Oh. I was even ready to splash down in case something happened like that, but... Okay, nice. One behind them? Oh no. Okay, we got it. Like, wait a minute, there's a straight line right there. The charger has been watching this. Waited too long to go for it. I was going to splash down when they engaged. Man, we have double splashdown on this comp. That sucks. over here. We've definitely got a shot. Oh, the bubbles blocked it? Oh no, that's so unfortunate. That shot was on. Oh. Didn't get back on. Shoot. I probably could have backed up and had a better angle on the charger there. Stamina is buffed and splash damage is increased, like the splashdown. I don't know. With Splatoon 3 coming out, I'm expecting balance to be weird, and I'm expecting other specials to be there. I don't really care what the balance is like right now, like what minor adjustments could do to it. I'm worried about like the major mechanics of it. We were playing with Big Gay Hunk earlier. That name is kind of wonderful. Try not using your bombs more. The thing about bombs is that if I have a bomb, I can't have charge. So there are definitely a lot of uses for it, but if I'm trying to shoot something, if I'm ever planning on shooting something, if I need to like shoot for movement, it needs to be with a gun and not with a bomb. Oh, ooh, there was someone down there. I did not see them at all. Where did they come from? They didn't drop down from there unless they walked all the way. They have swim speed, not run speed. I wouldn't think that would be the plan. You are right on the other side of this. Oh my god, my aim is so bad there. I did not set it where they were going to be at all. Good luck, Toon Boy. That's a really good time to use that. Worth a shot. Literally. Nice, that's wipe. That'll get us lead for sure, and second checkpoint. The teams are my teammates are moving in exactly the way they need to be, getting in the way of the defenders. Really cannot ask for much more than that in solo queue. That was really well done. The fight didn't go as well as we wanted it to. That easily could have been KO if we had won more of those fights, but I'm still happy with it. Kind of funny fighting an even more aim-intensive weapon than light. I don't know if that's true. Fire rate definitely sucks. Oh, somebody hit me from behind. Is it that you do a 360? 360, that just puts your aim right back where it was to begin with. Oh, 360. Like, just to show off the trick shot on people? I'm not here to trick shot, I'm here to try and win the game. Splatter shot instincts took over. Yeah, speed in one at a time. Exactly the way that I like my opponents. Man, I almost wish they had survived just so that I could pull that flank off. I'm probably going to be so confused about how I ended up where I was. Aha! It was a bait all along. Not a good bait, mind you. One that wasn't actually going to work, but it was. You cannot deny that. Okay, back out, back out, back out. We've got all the time in the world. We do not win this fight right now. We need to win it in towers. This is a very easy time to win it as well. Very cool. All right. Yeah, 270 is about the most that you ever want to be snapping. If it's more than that, why didn't you just go straight to it in the other direction? I kind of want to learn way too many weapons right now, but I also don't know how even to get playing them, because I don't want to play weapons in ranked I can't properly use and I genuinely suck at for. Yeah, that is tricky. You're either gonna, you know, get another account or just suck it up and lose in ranked. That's about all you got. League is an option if you want to go and find more players, like we've got in our community Discord server. We've got a looking for game chat if you want to use that. Also, hi Fade. Trying to get used to sticks. Why would someone want to get used to sticks? Oh, God. Oh, let's go. Winning a 1v3. Good stuff, Japanese Forge player. Or, V Pro player. Ah, man. I didn't charge enough. I didn't hit the shot. Ooh, that's a really bad place. K-Charger, really? Oh no, it was a Swiffer. Okay, they knew. And I should expect them to know. This is S+. Oh, that's not a good look. Hope the stream isn't going to cut out here. My internet is remarkably stable. I'm surprised. I do not want to be here. Trying to save the splashdown so that if they do start threatening check, I can use it to clear the tower. Unfortunate. Probably could have taken a safer angle and checked the corner instead of trying to sneak around it, but I want to be one of these guys. I hit him with one of the tap shots, but I guess he was healed enough by that point. We're actually really close to lead, but I don't think we get there. They need to get out. They didn't get out. Shoot. That loses us a lot of time and resources. Oh, that second shot was on too. This is just really hard because we don't have front line really. I think the shot would have killed, but he's off. Don't drop down into that. That's not even a jet scruffy position. What? I thought I hit that. Alright. That only works if there's a bomb on the other side of the tower, and there wasn't. That's a lot of chargers. All right, later, Mr. Malix. Thanks for stopping by. Game break in the weirdest of ways. Interesting. What happened? Robot Diva seems to think that the same weird thing happened to them. Jamie, what happened? Big Day Hunk was playing the heavy before. Now they're on the foil flingza. Wide weapon pool. I'll stay here. There's only the one charger that has the range to hit me. Come at me, bro. Hey, you came at me. You came at me and it worked. To be fair, I did not want to get stuck underneath the lip of the tower and get shoved. Figure out where this charger's position is. I haven't seen it up there yet, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna click out for something yummy. Those will be with me. Don't understand. This is not a good position to push the tower from at all. We're down by too many players. We did not want to challenge Charger Cycle. One of the nice things about this map is that it kind of negates missiles in a lot of situations. They'll hit the grates instead of hitting you. I really tried to challenge a foil flingza right as their fling was coming down. That requires me to hit the shot, and their shot is easier to hit. I should just never take that occasionally. That was weird. I was behind the tower, and they still hit me with the splash. Close to special again. And one of the nice things is that they're having to position really defensively. The charger's never going to the left. Basically all. That's fine. I don't even mind. That was pretty good. Oh, hi. We just cannot seem to get it through here. Like, this should not be the most difficult part of the map for us to clear. It's kind of annoying that we're getting held up in that spot in particular. It's a place where the attackers have a huge advantage. Holding my laser there so that they cannot move forward with the missiles. Or at least they think they can. I probably would have missed the shot once we do that. let's go. Hello. Nobody took tower. Why are we behind the tower? We just got a pick. Why are we in mid? Mid literally doesn't matter. Let them come to the tower. What we need to clear is in front of us. And nobody's on the tower. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much at this point, but... Okay. As long as someone gets on before the game ends, but... Yeah, like that easily could have gone to the next checkpoint if we just used our specials appropriately and cleared that area out. They weren't taking off angles nearly often enough. Like, the charger needs to go left sometimes there to clear me out. If everyone's grouping up on tool ramp, we just get to kind of walk forward for free and, like, use mid to our advantage, and they're bottled up in one place. If someone's dropping out of left a lot of the time, now that's a lot more challenging. And if they take advantage of that better, our inability to push into their court comes back to bite us. Oh, you're big gay robot diva. I see. A 96 with Ninja Squid. That's a concept. Oh my god. Hydra and E-Leader. Very cool and poggers. Why did that not paint a line? I hate how... Oh, I... the tap shot too. Man. So that little ledge right there is like two different pieces of terrain set next to each other. And for whatever reason, sometimes your shots don't carry over to cross one to the next. Who would expect him to just keep in the same place 3 times? So guys, that time where I was up there distracting E-Leader, that was probably the best time to go and push them, but we got it done anyway. We're jumping. We got it done. Temporarily, anyway. Oh, not enough shots. Oh well, teammate finished it. Not enough shots. Not enough charge, I should say. That blaster really is wearing respawn Punisher, isn't it? Custom blaster, too. Not custom. Vanilla blaster. What? I expect custom blaster with that short range blaster, because why would you run a military? What advantage does it have? Go get him. Okay, I guess that works. Oh, I missed. At least I got another one. That'll stall them. Oh, they only got the 68? I thought. I mean, it's not leading the way, so. Cool. Very neat. Goodbye. not trying to go that way. I'm trying to get up onto the other side. They fell off. Woo! Hi. Thank you. Yeah, alright, fine. Saved your life. I was trying too hard to have my charge there. It was just like, if the blaster turned to try and fight me and tried to take an angle to where they could hit me, I needed to have charge ready to go already so that I could splat them. But the blaster was just not interested in fighting me at all. They were already just trying to run. Oh wow, blaster chased me down there. Le Punisher. I just realized that that's in reference to the fact they're using Respawn Punisher. Cool. And we slip and fall. Bye, Ann Rose. Thanks for stopping by. A raid? I didn't get a notification. Was there a raid? I didn't hear anything. There is a raid! Reborn! Thank you! Appreciate that. And I'm upset that it did not make noises at me. Reborn and I played on watercolor for a good while. Very similar weapon pool to me, actually. And I have a lot of respect for Reborn's mindset. So definitely go and give them a look. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the dashboard. What the? Streamlabs, what are you doing? What in the world? Website, come on. Okay. What's going on with the Twitch side of things here? I'm testing a raid right now. That worked. Why didn't it make noises at me? Well, appreciate it all the same, Reborn. Just pretend that all those guinea pigs were for you. This is Le Punisher again, isn't it? I should die here. Jump out, jump out. Oh my god. I just... I still got out. It's really silly. I should not have gotten out in the slightest. Wow, okay. That was a bad push. Very bad idea. Put you down. Push you back in. Oh, Viper. Viper probably comes here. Good shark. That was actually really good teamplay between the Junior and the Blaster. Junior creates the paint that the Blaster can use to get in. Oh, they can hit that. I was thinking maybe I could like jump up over the top because I'd be higher up, but no, they can even hit it from there. Maybe they were right peeking me. Sniper, we probably need you over on the right here. Like that zap should not be getting a free ride. Oh my god, I missed it. There we go. If I hadn't missed that, I probably could have gotten the junior. It's unfortunate, but we keep tower, so we have a pretty good shot of taking lead here. This way to make sure that you're aware that things are happening. Get on the tower, get on the tower, get on the tower. Actually, I don't know if you should stay on the tower, now that I think about it. You play just towards right side. This corridor, and then the safety charger. Oh, I hit them too. There we go. We almost got check. That was really good. Quite a nice lead. There's someone over here. Okay, they're looking at towers. We should not be pushing them. Darn it. They actually played that really well. They waited until I used my charge. I was thinking they were just going to rush me from the angle that they took. I don't know why there's only one person on tower. Okay, we got him. Especially with it being a charger, that's a little bit scary, but we got it done. Hi. Nice. First time on stream, welcome, the great Googly Moogly. Oh, that's wonderful. We have done our best. That is what counts. Are you playing against Jamie there? I lose 3 games, and when I'm winning IDC, oh, that's so unfortunate. Welcome, Princess Jorge. Checking something real quick. Thank you for the follow, Princess Jorge. Spawn camp to the remix. Oof. Yeah, I have this weird pattern of underperforming in my calcs and then working my way up like 250 points. It's very weird. And it's like, I don't even think that I'm playing that much difference between the games. I just like get placed very low. know, maybe there's some quirk of the way the ranking system works. Nice shot, nice shot. Good patience. Or maybe I'm just, it's just a coincidence that I'm happening to have bad games in the first there. Maybe it's a thing about warming up. The longer I stay there, the more likely I'm just going to get third-partied. Hi. Splatted what? What are you saying? There's going to be somebody up here. Oh, crap. That completely ruined my movement. Oh no. I don't think we can even stop it in second check. Oh, not with people dying there, no. I hit a shot, it just wasn't charged enough. Throw bombs at tower, guys. That was really, really poor defense. We fed in one by one over and over and over again. Probably been asked before, but what special do you hope you get on one of your weapons out of what we've seen? Oh, in Splatoon 3? So like what would I want on like the T-Tech? I just want Inkjet back. I really, really like Inkjet. I think it's a lot of fun, and I want to keep playing it. I think in its current state, as we've seen it, Zipcaster is going to be really bad. I don't want it on a lot. Crab Tank could be fun on more of the like mid-range weapons. I don't know that I would really want it on like a frontline weapon. I want a version of like K-Shot except with the ink strikes you can throw. I think that's a really good combination with something like the K-Shot. All right, GG's Zucchini, and thank you. Toxicness, yeah. There's nothing that a Toxic Mist is gonna do that you wouldn't probably just accomplish using a lethal bomb. Oh, nice. This is so dumb. Why am I doing this? Okay, good job, good job. I was gonna say, like, was I just there before my teammates? It felt like I should have had support attacking the tower before I did. But, I mean, they cleaned up. I'm not gonna complain. Okay. category. Oh, that didn't get checkpoint. Oh, I even died to the missiles. I might as well just stood on it. We really don't have a lot of pain. Oh, crap. Yeah, okay. Dang it! Oh. I hit a shot and it just wasn't charged enough. That might have been a situation where MPU actually would have won me the fight. Oh. Nice shot. Good jet. Two of our weapons really don't do well. Trying to cut the slack a little bit. What we shouldn't be having trouble doing is pushing forward when we get in those situations, right? We got a blaster and a roller and a 52. Ah! We're honestly pretty close. I'm showing my laser too much, and they're punishing me for it. If I lose for this, it definitely feels deserved. I'm really worried that I don't think the position matters in time. Nice! Ink strike. 0 splats. Let's go. Got the W, baby. Hit the OK line on a 0 KA game. Oh, man. That's funny. Ink strike is you throw a little ball out, and a mini ink strike lands on that ball, but you get 3 of them. So it's different from how it was in Splatoon 1. Pacifist run. I'd cry if I was playing ranked and I was put against Shlorp. I will say, at the very end there, my splashdown did actually give the team room to push to checkpoint. Like, I got in their way. I was impactful in that situation. There, see, it paints it there. I don't know why it doesn't always paint it. I thought I was behind the wall at that point. Oh well. We got first check and now we're gonna die. I'm just trying to go for it and I do not think it's a good move. Unless... Darn it, I thought I hit him. Trying a little too hard to save it at that point. I'd say at that point just back up. Oh. That's a lot of specials all at once, and they are not at checkpoint yet. So with all of those resources expended and nobody going down, they have a disadvantage. Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna be pushing this though. I don't want to be the one doing this. Do I have enough range? Oh, okay, I don't need it. Easy peasy. Just cut off their route to get to my teammate. About 20, and then it gets stopped. Oh, we got picks though. We got 3 picks. That's possibly game over. All right, not quite. We did get checkpoint though. That's huge. If we are like 15 ticks from lead, I will actually just feed into like the enemy base just to get people away from the push. Oh, nicely played. I would say YouTuber is solidly a midline weapon. Crap, that was a well-played special push. Before they used them all way too early, but that time they actually got onto plat with them. This is now a scary situation. We need to stop the tower. I think we just did that. Bomb the tower. Bomb the tower. This might saved it. Was painting your feet? Okay. We don't have any checkpoints we have to go through. So, if ever there was a time to make a push to 11, we can do it. However, that is not the way we're going to succeed. Yep. The defense just completely fell apart at the end there. We challenged them while they had specials instead of backing up. Now in the game, hard mode out here. It's a squid liner. They didn't hop on the tower. I can't remember what the team comp was. Maybe they didn't have bombs, but... What they also need to do is paint carefully so that when they go out, they're not getting sharked by someone on our bats on the right. It's fine. We're definitely getting to a point where mechanically we're not in as good of a place for like just outplaying, but I think the game sense is helping a lot. Thanks for the follow, Unplayed. It's like I've only got one crack, even though I'm getting really, really low KA numbers. Like, I don't think it's just that I'm getting lucky. I really should have grabbed charge before I went to the top, and I need to worry about the bucket coming over. I'll take it. That's good progress. And we have a tent. We can hopefully use the tent to keep on the tower here. Nice, that's white. And I'm going to stay on the tower even if somebody else is here so that we can get checkpoint. No, nobody's watching the top right. That's the #1 place to watch. Only thing that has like a good advantage over the tower in that position. I would have missed that shot, but it's okay. Squid bag. If you ever see me like what looks like squid bagging, it's probably just like I'm trying to swim and maintain charge. Paper bag, not a plastic one. Not one that's made of squids. Of things to respond to when the stream is done, but we'll finish it up. See if we can get up another rank here. Got time for like 5 more games. We really went pretty far down this track, didn't we? Now we're talking about air sickness bags. It's taking a minute to find people. This is S+, it should be easier to find. So We've got S+0 all the way through S+9, and all of them can end up in here. Okay. But then I hit with too little charge. Cool flank. That's not where the tower's at. Oh, I got too close. I was gonna be able to hit the K shot on tower, but the blaster got in the way. Yep. Wow. This is going to be over very quickly. Our tent is going to feed in. That was laggy. The bomb didn't even look like it should have hit them. Yeah, at the beginning, the Luna did a flank into the enemy base, which is just not an area that you have to control at that point in the game. And it was especially useless because the enemy team didn't go down, so they weren't even going to be able to spawn camp from there. The Luna ended up going down without getting anybody, I believe. And then we were on a stagger for the rest of the game. I wasn't doing a great job of managing aggro, though. I was showing my laser at times when I probably didn't need to. So I didn't get a lot done. Waku Waku. Is that Thea? Let's try and just paint this up. A little bit of an insurance policy in case we do get over here. Oh. Let's see. Nice bit. Alright, it works out, because they committed to that side, and we still just got a one-for-one trade. I thought I did enough damage there. I hit a partially charged shot, and then a tap shot. I thought that was going to do it. get them? Yes. I was okay with them dropping and getting me there, because I knew that my team would be able to trade back from that position. Now I can just get back on the tower and go to a few more points. Nice! We got check. Oh, that's huge. Why did we splash down there? Oh. Oh my god. Nice trade back again. I like the idea to inkjet there, but we got stopped. Oh well. Thanks for the subscription, Lazy Goat. Oh boy. Got one. Oh no. They all have special too. This is really scary. We need to watch out for an inkjet. Nice. Ah, the armor saved them. Nice. Yeah, we should be able to collapse tower here. That was a lot more progress than I wanted to be able to give them, but we still have a checkpoint left that they don't. An ouch booyah typically means that we've got the person who got them. Standing on tower going around that corner in retrospect is not a good idea. Uh-huh. A lot worse. I hit him. Didn't kill him. Oh, we need to stop the tower now. Now. There we go. They're gonna get back on. Get him! Oh, this is too close. Paint everything. Okay, we're in better shape. Whew. Stop the tower. They're all in front of me. Nice. That should be it. Okay. Way too close, but we got it done. And thank you for the follow, Leeheg. Whew. Ban all K-Pro? K-Pro was in that kind of state on the first patch that introduced MPU, but K52 has definitely taken its place since then. Yeah, I think the problem with Kelp Tower is that after first checkpoint, the tower path is just too safe. It's too easy for the pushing team to defend it. Like, you either stop them at first check, or they're gonna get to, like, 30. For free, basically. I'm lucky that... Thanks for the follow! Oh my god. Solar missile down. Neat. They probably should have just stayed and gotten a checkpoint there. It's a big deal that they didn't. That missed. Yeah, okay. That was unwise. If I'm gonna do that against a charger, I need to time it so that they're just about to shoot as soon as I use it. Otherwise, they just get to aim their charge up, and I die. Guys, we need to paint out the tower path here. We could have taken control of a lot more than we did now. Way too obvious. Way too obvious. I wasn't even sitting behind a block. I was just like, Heavy's not looking at me. I'm gonna get to swim off and jump and shoot them. No, I'm not going to get to do that. You know, paint, please. We need mid-control really badly. We also need to enforce our zone. Like, we had control of that, and we could have collapsed on that player and traded it back. Instead, somebody else went down. I tried guessing what direction they were going to get up on the tower from. It was really risky. The tower, didn't I? Hold on a second for it. Okay, we've got players down. Paint up. What are we doing out there? That's not where the tower is. The tower's still here. We're just looking for angles that I'm not taking. Just not enough forward pressure at all when we were at an advantage or even just trying to clear them out after defense. Like, if they're not on our plat, we need to paint our plat. If we've cleared our plat, then we need to paint right wall and get control of that so that when the tower pushes back there, they don't just get packed up on it. And we never did that. We always just kind of sat back on plat and waited for them to come back to us. Situation that you... How do I lose in Splatoon? It's very easy. Put your controller down and don't play. You'll disconnect and your team will probably lose very quickly. I do think Cape Row is a really good weapon. I just think it's outclassed right now. Like, it's got a really good kit for it. It's got solid range that I like a lot. It's in a pretty good place. It's just there are other weapons that beat it. Like, there's not really a reason to use a K-Pro over a foil squeezer. Or a K-52. Like, both of those weapons are so much better than it right now that it shouldn't see use, but it wouldn't take much for it to be strong again. Losing is an inevitable part of life. Sounds like somebody's not a winner, like me. Shlorp Stickman. Sounds like a name. I don't think you can make it from X rank to C rank in only 30 minutes. Is it Geminila, I think? I think that's what they're going for. But also... losing is an inevitable part of not being me. Exactly. I don't get splashdown invincibility. Either gems lying to me or every splashdown user is... You get invincibility, I think, at the beginning and at the end of the splashdown animation. I think that's how it works. It's like 30 frames on one end and 5 frames on the other end. Up at the top, it's just completely vulnerable, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's like as it's like at the apex of its jump, when it starts going down, I think is when it gets its first bit of invincibility. I think that's correct. But I'd have to look at the frame data again. It almost looks like chibi. Oh, I did not want to be here. Just got you. Up there for something. Probably going to rotate over to the right side. Oh. See, that's the kind of pressure that they needed in that one other game where the charger never went over there. If you put pressure on the left side, the push is a lot harder to get into court. We've already done really well just to get first check, but first check does not a game to win. Just makes it so you have more opportunities to score that winning push. Got him. Oh, you're right there. I don't like this. Thank you, teammate. That was well played by them. That was less well played by them. Ah. Okay, good stop. But I really wish we would play the tower path, because being in the enemy court while they're pushing first check is not. Surprised that I didn't hit that. I'm really nervous about how long it's taking us to get it together enough that we can get to the check. Oh, damn. My teammate dies for that. I don't know why they jumped to that. I don't think that's a wise place to go to, but... me being up there is also a part of the problem. Oh, I even hit them, I think. I completely restarted the checkpoint, but nobody went in to move and start it. Or stop it. I think we had numbers. Oh my god. This is frustrating. I keep getting, like, not quite enough charge to splat. Yeah, we're just not playing Tower Path right now. Like, right now the tower is likely to push towards us. We want to set up to defend around first checkpoint. That's a good pick. That can get us moving. Maybe not. Oh, is that my kill? Yes. And now we want to play their first checkpoint. And nobody's painting it. There's no reason not to be painting it. We have everyone pushed back except for the squeezer. And they can only stay there for so long. It took us so long. We're getting flanked again. And we can't go anywhere. We probably should be able to... No, we didn't get the charger there. Like, we need to push in front of the tower to clear out the area around it. And, like, taking fights over there now is pointless because we need to control mid again to be able to get to the tower. So it's just... we're not playing around where the tower actually has to go. It's not that hard to get a push that would have won. All we needed to do was be in the right place. We had a 4v2 situation. The Chargers up on their tool ramp. It would not have been difficult to just get in front of the tower, have like 3 people all looking at that squeezer so they couldn't stop us, and get to at least lead. Like, we had lead before they would have come back. I've got to scroll up a little bit. From the time they activate it to right before they start their descent, it's fully vulnerable. Yeah. Yeah, I think the invincibility comes in as they start going down. Oh, there's another one. I probably should have expected that. Yeah, I should expect to die there too. I'm very excited to see your channel community grow. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I love that angle. I needed that charge to be enough, and I don't think it was even enough charge, let alone the aim being off. Going in a little too deep. I think we just backed up. Oh no, that was bad play on bomb. Didn't react to that nearly fast enough. Okay guys, paint. Like, you have control of court, paint it. Get specials. Like, let's not just let them walk ahead again. Now they just get to walk through for free. Why are we not pushing into court? We can get these guys out of here. We have numbers. We're just wasting a ton of time sitting and doing nothing. I'm a little annoyed because I feel like we had a lot of opportunities to take space back and just never did. And we just let them keep walking back to the tower enough times that they got enough momentum to KO. But like, a splash into T-Tech should both be able to go in and mop up whoever's on the backside of tree, get paint control around that area, because now we have two angles we can hit it from and can kind of pinch in on it. Not the way that I wanted to end that. Especially wanted to be able to level up or rank up one more time. But so it goes. I really need to go. I have some IRL stuff I have to take care of. But thank you everybody for watching. Let's go and try and find somebody to raid here. Oh, let's go raid Milana. It's been a minute since we've raided Milana. Milana is a wonderful streamer, member of Element R, has been a long time, big, important member of the Splatoon community. So, raid message is going to be... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I get to type the raid message, and then I have to hit raid. Raid message is going to be school's out. I didn't actually type it. There it is. Okay, now you've got it. So if you want to be a part of the raid, you hop over from YouTube to Twitch, and we'll send you all off. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all have a good night.